Ba weep grana weep mini bong. Here we go, guys. Time for another video on the channel, Justin Network. And today we've got Studio 8611 Perceptor from the 86 Transformers movie. I am so incredibly excited for this video. It's our first studio series on the channel, and we are going to see if that name studio series lives up to the hype. Yeah, the Autobot scientist. We love him. Every time I think of Perceptor, I think of the episode from the original cartoon, The Face of Nijika. You guys remember that episode? They took out his emblem from his chest and put it on the face of that little chick, the robot. It was pretty cool episode, but I digress. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the Perceptor toy here, studio series. Okay, let's go ahead and get him open up and take a look at what we've got going on with this deluxe class. Okay. Let's go ahead and look at Perceptor. First off, I want to say this stand, this backdrop, comes with every studio series. It's a little bit different with every one of them, but this is awesome. And this is going to be the backdrop of our episode today. The Battle of Autobot City right here, where Optimus Prime, spoiler alert, died. Okay, let's look at our boy. He's a good looking bot. Dude, this looks so good. Maybe some spoilers for the rankings later on in this episode, but good gracious.
I was like, good gracious.
I love the studio series, and this is my first one that I've ever had, really. It's the first one I've ever bought of the studio series, and it'll be the first one opening on the channel. I'm just so excited.
I'm so excited.
But look at that, man. That's fantastical. And then here he comes with his blaster. We'll go ahead and pop that bad boy in here. I know they've got some, ooh, that's a tight, which we like that. I'd rather it be tight than loose. I know they've got some nice upgrade kits for this one. I know they've got to cover up that right there to give him some more weaponry. I want to say to cover up maybe this spot right here, I want to say. But let's go ahead and start looking at some of this articulation that our boy's got. So he's got that spin right there. 360. Okay, he's got elbow. Goes all the way that way, and then it ends right there. He can T-pose out like that. Okay. Let's take a look at his wrists. His wrists do not turn. As you can see, they flip in there. That's part of the transformation, but they do not have any spin or turn on them. Okay, let's see. At the waist, he's got a 360. It's tight, but we like it. He's got that spin right there on his legs. That's extra. I like that. That's 360 right there. He's going to be able... Let's see here. Hold on. Let's take a look here if he can get a full Jean-Claude Van Damme. That hurts just looking at it.
That hurts me just looking at it.
Let's see what else. He's also got a turn right there, which I guess that's not super helpful, but that's just part of the transformation. I don't know if you would want that for... that might... Yeah, that'll help with some dynamic posing, perhaps. Then right here at the knee, it goes that far back. Let's go ahead and look at his kicks. He can kick that far forward. Ooh la la. Kick that far back. Kick himself right here. Okay. Let's look at the foot. No. Ankle rockers. Let's go. Come all the way out like that. That's going to be nice for some posing purposes. Toe goes down. I don't know if that would be worth anything. I think that's just part of the transformation. This is a little loose on mine, but overall, this is... You know what I'm saying? And I love that the backdrop here is from the 86 movie. Perceptor was great in that. Blaster! Save yourself!
Blaster, save yourself!
And then with, you know, Optimus, I fear the wounds are fatal.
I fear the wounds are fatal.
I don't know, I'm not got a good Perceptor, but I've listened to him a lot. I do think that's a character that I would be able to do a pretty good impersonation of. But he's almost got a little bit of Shakespearean talk to him sometimes when he speaks. But I know that the upgrade kit you can get does cover that up right there. I'm sure a lot of people wouldn't like that. But the back doesn't look too awful bad. It does have a lot of screws that stand out pretty big time. but overall, it's good. It looks good in the robot mode. We got some openings right there. We got the tank treads, I guess you could call them, right there for when he's in his alt mode. Overall, this looks great. The face sculpt looks super duper good. Look at those blue eyes. The symbol there looks great and white. All right, let's put him into his alt mode and see what he's got going on there. And there is our little science boy. It's Perceptor. Also, I have a really bad thing about saying Perceptor, even though it's Perceptor. I think I grew up saying Perceptor, and that's why I say it wrong a lot. So if I accidentally say Perceptor, don't hate me. I'm sorry. I'm trying to say Perceptor every time, but I have a hard time with that apparently. But look at that. That's a great looking, I guess he's like a telescope type, right? That's what he's supposed to be. That looks great. We hit him with a, I believe the wounds are fatal. As he's looking at Optimus Prime right here. You just imagine it. You imagine it. But God, it looks great. Let's look at him here. So he's got Autobot symbol right there. He's got this little place here. It was a pretty good transformation. I wish you could cover that up. By the way, you get the upgrade kit, you can. But overall, this looks just like Perceptor. Cover that up. That would be nice. You get the upgrade kit. I believe you can. But overall, this looks just like Perceptor. It really does, and it should. Studio Series, baby. That's what I'm talking about. I love this. This is awesome. Sorry, guys. I'm so excited because it's so cool. I feel like a kid again. You see that? Get you a little blasty blast while you're doing a little science. A little learning, a little battle action at the same time. Love it. This is great. Okay, now, for y'all that didn't know, he's got a third transformation. He's not really a triple changer, but he's kind of a triple changer because he technically has a third transformation. So let's go ahead and get him into that so we can take a look. I'll give you one last good look here with him in his microscope telescope type form. I mean, you hit him with a, because this is going to get full range of motion right here. It comes up like that. It's going to do all this, you know what I'm saying? So you could even make him into a telescope type. All right, and here is Perceptor in his final transformation. He is a tank, turret, whatever you want. Well, I guess it's a tank because it has treads. So he is going to tread along, blow some people up. I think it's a nice little design. I don't know if I'd call it a whole third transformation. I guess technically it is, but there wasn't a lot to it as you saw. But here he is, rocking and rolling. All right, let's measure him out. Of course, I forgot to measure the other modes, so we'll have to do that. But from there, it's going to be about 3 inches that-a-ways. And this-a-ways, he's going to be about just maybe, probably about 4 inches. And on the height, he's going to be maybe slightly under 4 inches. Measuring out this way, he's gonna be from the bottom to the top of his scope. It's gonna be about just slightly under 5.5 inches. From there to there, each end, he's gonna be 4 inches. And from there to there, he's going to be smidgen under 3 inches. Overall, I'm a fan of this. He looks like the microscope, the telescope, whatever you got going on. He looks like it, and I'm a huge fan of this. Alright, now let's get some measurements here of him in his bot mode now that we've got him back here. And he's going to be 6 1/4 inches tall from the bottoms here all the way to the top of his scope here. Guy, overall, this is a great figure. I'm so glad that I added this guy to my collection. Studio series is magnificent. Bravo, Hasbro. I know a lot of people don't necessarily love Perceptor. They thought he was kind of annoying. He was this science guy that just had to always ruin the fun, but I liked Perceptor even more so now. I got him from Walmart in a 2-pack with Bumblebee movie Wheeljack. It was at a very reasonable price. It was around Christmas though. I don't think you can get that 2-pack anymore. It was kind of a steal really, but you could still get him pretty cheap I think in some places, and I would highly recommend. Alright, let's see how he scales against some of the other figures we've used on this channel recently. Elita 1, Legacy. The AI mech here, Dark Commander, Nemesis Prime. It's a good looking bunch right there, I'll tell you what. Time to break down the rankings of Perceptor. Functionality, which we know is articulation, his accessories, accessory storage, posing and things of that nature. We're gonna go with a 6 for this Perceptor today. Now when it comes to transformation, so remember that's gonna be how easy, creative he is to transform, those things of that nature. I'm gonna go with a 7. He was pretty good, easy to transform. Going into his tank mode was not the most creative, but overall I had fun transforming him and it was not too hard at all actually. Probably one of the easier ones that I've done on this channel transformation wise. Lastly, his appearance. So his likeness to the character, how all the robot and alt mode looks. So we're going to be guiding him against the way he looked in the G1 cartoon, aka also the 86 movie. And in that nature, I mean, I don't know that you can do better really. He looks identical. This is him off the screen in my hands. I'm going to give him a 9. I say that again, a 9. The highest ranking we've ever had in any category on this channel so far.
New record!
Congratulations, Perceptor. You did it, son. Hasbro Studio Series. If this is what I'm going to be getting out of this when I start opening more of my Studio Series figures, I am going to be ecstatic and beyond happy. Keep this up, please. I love it, Hasbro. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe. Until all are one, we'll see you next time. Peace.